Hello, it is me, Shadowview, and welcome to Mr. Magpie's Harmless card game. This is a Minesweeper deck building game where you're trying to get $999 from your boss to not get blasted in the face. If you do enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, and let's try to hope that there is no way that I will get blasted. So, there are more Jerry's to the right of this card than left of this card. Jerry's are things that just do a damage to you, so there are 0 Jerry's adjacent to this card. We want to find multipliers, and we want to find our dollars. When we find our dollars, we get money based on the multiplier. Alright, we found all the multipliers. Alright, we found the one Jerry. So, we have $2 and some Jerry's. Probably going to stop there. We got $33, which isn't bad. So we can buy perks, and we buy cards to add to the deck. I have consoles. At the top of the hour, transforms into a rare perk. Sale. When this is purchased, other perks go for sale. I'll take the... Actually, reroll here. That was terrible. When the eye opens, flip adjacent cash. When the round begins, flip a hint. And when you flip a multiplier, all perks gain a sell value. That is going to be helpful for just generating money. Large grouping of Jerry's is 2, and there's a Jerry in the corner. So one of these is a Jerry. When I flip the eye, we flip all adjacent dollars. Big. Alright. So, you can't be a Jerry. There's a Jerry in the corner. Meaning, realistically, these two are all dangerous. Alright. That would mean these are safe. Never mind. Jerry, I hate you. I hate you so much, Jerry. Queen of Cash. After flipping up all dollars, reactivate them. Huge. When we flip a multiplier, flip up adjacent face-down multipliers. That's pretty good. Sell that. Buy sticky pills, because when we flip up the pills, we're gonna get more pill. There are no Jerry's adjacent to each other, and there's one Jerry in this row. That sucked. There's 0 Jerry's in the corner. Well, can't be adjacent to each other. There's 1 in this row. Got $1 more left. Can't be adjacent. Oh, that was big. We need the letter G. Start of the round. Gain a letter for each perk. Gain multiplier for each perk that starts with the letter G. Well, it's not a lot. Sell that. Round begins, flip a hint. That's pretty good. Reroll, sticky cash. That's also good. When you purchase, duplicate a random perk. Alright, so hear me out. We want this to duplicate Queen of Cash. Fax machine. It duplicated itself? Oh, whenever you flip a dollar, flip up an adjacent dollar. Stack cash. Every completed column, gain $1. You get around, gain 1 for every flipped up card. 1 multiplier. Alright, so there's 1 Jerry in this column. Because we always start with this. This one is the one that has a Jerry near it. Well. I hit 3 Jerry's in a row. I was like, oh, there's a Jerry over by the tool over here in the corner. That will be safe. Guess the joke's on me. There are 3 Jerry's in this row. Alright. Cool to know. Well, I know the rest of this row is safe. Open that up, get some more dollars. We had a really bad stint with that one. Horizontal integration. Whenever you complete a row, flip a multiplier. When the round begins, flip $1. Flip a card adjacent next to exactly 1 Jerry. Reroll. High value. When you flip a multiplier, all players gain $1. Whenever you flip $1, this gains $1. When you flip the last card in a grouping of 3+, upgrade the whole group. Sure, we'll try that. I don't know what that's gonna do for me. Not a Jerry. That was... Okay, that was big. We actually upgraded all the dollars. Jerry. $3. We'll pass there. Right call. Smart goals. When they flip, all non-enemies gain $10. When you purchase this, other ones go on sale. Why is that $2? When the eye opens, gain $1 for every hint. Well, I'll buy that. You don't need the completed column thing. I take printer, and we take this hint. Should be good. Sales page when you purchase this, your perks gain 15 sell value. That's fine. There's one adjacent to the eyes. So I want to open up everything else first. There's 0 Jerrys adjacent to this card. There's no Jerrys adjacent to each other. So this and this can't be a Jerry. That's a Jerry. I mean, that can't be a Jerry. We have a couple more cards. Well, found all the Jerrys already. Big money. That was rough. Buying pills, every $10, flip a random molt. That is not worth it. We'll take that one. We will take this 40 and a 2. We'll go in. There's one Jerry adjacent to the eyes. $4, reactivate. Okay. That seemed to have worked. Alright, hit all the multipliers. I've hit none of my hints. There's 3 Jerrys in this row. Yeah. There are no Jerrys adjacent to each other. And there's only one adjacent to the eyes. Well, I found all the Jerrys. Nice. Alright, we need more multiplier. Research. Flip all hints, transforms 1 into a +1 mult card. Okay. It's not bad. Sell the nest egg. Complete column, upgrade dollars in it. Yes, and research, whenever you flip all hints, upgrade those. Take this, reroll. Does not affect that. Darts ATM. When I can flip $1, I must reactivate a random non-eye card. Oh, those cards are fused together. There's a Jerry in the corner. There's one Jerry in this row. It's probably that. I was correct. That is the Jerry. Means you're safe and you're safe. So, research is whenever you... What is it? Whenever you complete a column, upgrade all dollars in it. That's a Jerry. That's Jerry. Brother! What are the odds that I hit 3 Jerrys in a row like that? I gotta be better about that. There's 3 Jerrys together. Okay. So all these are unsafe. Until I find evidence to the contrary. Alright. These are all now unsafe. There's one Jerry has no row. No one row has no Jerrys. Which is that one. Of course. Oh, we missed the $3 bill. What is that? Buy now temporary when used removing from the deck. No. Sell that. Buy that dollar right there. They flip a multiplier, all of them get a bonus. Whenever you complete a row, flip a multiplier. Buy you, pass. There's 0 Jerrys adjacent to the eyes. That's a big hit. There are 4 columns with Jerrys. Each row has 1 Jerry. Well, we hit all of the stuff, right? So there's like not much else we could get out of that. Page of cash after flipping all dealt dollars gets $4. Take another intern. Take the salad. We'll take it 2. There's 0 Jerry's adjacent to this card. We will sell the salad. There's 0 Jerry's in the corners of the board. Okay. That's Jerry. I don't have anything that cares about me having all the dollars. That's Jerry. That's all the dollars. Conveyor belt. When you complete a row, reactivate that row. Make it rain. When you make bank, pass multiple hundred. Upgrade all face-up dollar cards. Okay. I'll buy conveyor belt and that. Largest grouping of Jerry's is 2. Pillbot. When you sell this perk, flip all multipliers. When the eye opens, gain a mult for each bloody Jerry. That is okay, actually. Okay. Alright. Get some more mults. Make bank. Whenever you pass multiple 100, upgrade all face dollars. It doesn't count as completing a row. There we go. I need to make $6 more. Good enough. I was gonna lose that gamble so hard. Loop in. Start of the round, gain 1 mult for each reroll used in the last shot. Or, top of the hour, upgrade all face-up multiplier. Or, after flipping all dealt multipliers, get more multiplier. I'm gonna take loop in. Start of the round, gain 1 mult for each reroll used. I can do some gross stuff with that. Make it rain. Complete a row. There's 1 row that has no Jerry's. There's 0 Jerry's adjacent to this card. Well, it's not this one. And it's not that one. There's no Jerry's in this column. Loop in. It's doing its job. Ah! Alright. That was my bad. You know what you gotta do when you're a hard-working mams? You gotta crack open a nice cold one. Listen to this sound. And no, that is soda. That is not anything that I should not be drinking, because I am responsibles. Oh, it burns so good. There's no Jerry in the corner. I lost the bottle cap. It's fine. We'll be fine. Dollar. Multiplier. Dollar. Reactivator. Okay. 1 row has no Jerry's. Well, it has... Well... Figured out which one it was. $30 going to the first shop is... That does nothing. When the round begins, double the sell value of the most perk and sell it. All multipliers gain 2 more. Okay. Get another mults. Refresh. Looking for info. Just in case we get the grouping thing, there's one Jerry adjacent to the eyes. That didn't... Oh, it means the... Oh. Large grouping Jerry's is 2. Well. Well, I know where all the Jerrys are then. Unfortunate, really. Self-directed. When you flip a Jerry, flip a random money. Yes? Oh. Well, Turn doesn't do anything then. Reroll. Try the round for each of the 6 letters or less in its name. Death. Early Worm. We'll take the Death card. There's 0 Jerrys in this column. Well, that sucked. Okay. There's 0 Jerrys adjacent. There's 1 in the corner. Well, I know where 1 isn't then. And I know where all the Jerrys are. I have no more dollars. I don't know what I was doing. I think we need to restart. I think we have goofed that one hard. We could get a win. I believe in it. I'm really bad at Minesweeper. Well, there's 1 column. There's 2 columns. Large grouping of Jerry's is 2. That would be nice to know a second ago. That's getting really unfortunate for those reactivators. Yep. Pass. Early Worm, round begins with all face-up cards. Start of the round, get 1 for every card with the perk in its name 6 or less. Sell you, buy that. Pass. Alright, so we have 2 multipliers and there's a Jerry in the corner. There's 0 Jerrys adjacent. 4 columns. Well, I know where there are not Jerrys then. This... Oh! You are such a bully with your Jerrys. Let me back in there. Let me in. 3 columns have at least 1 Jerry. Well, each row has at least 1 Jerry. That means they're in the same... Alright, I know where the last Jerry is. It's this one right here. Yay, we did it. We got $39. Early Worm. Looking for info. Buy that. Reroll. Make a bank. Upgrade all face-up dollars. Whenever you flip a dollar in the left hand, left side reactivate it. Yes. There's 1 Jerry adjacent to this. There's 0 Jerrys adjacent to the eyes. Well. Yeah. Brother! Okay. I'm just bad at Minesweeper. Like, how do you explain that one? There's 0 Jerrys adjacent to this card. That is not what I meant to. There are equal number of Jerrys to left and right of this hint, which means there could be 1 on both sides with these 2 being Jerry. Well. Now we know. There's 2 on this side and 2 on this side. There'll be a Jerry. Alright. There's 1 Jerry in the corner. I'm I'm just gonna take the pain on that one. I'm just gonna take the L. That's what I get for not reading. One Jerry adjacent to the eyes. There's 0 Jerrys in this column. There's 1 Jerry in the corner. Okay. I have $16. That is terrible to start with. Come on, we can get something better than that. There's 1 in this column. There are no Jerrys in the corner. Okay. Why did I do that? Try again. Do it again. I clearly am bad at reading. I am clearly bad at paying attention. There are 2 in this row. All the Jerrys are in a 3x3 square. So in this 3x3 square. Okay. There's 2 in this row. There's 1 adjacent to the eyes. Which means that's safe. And 1 of these is the 3. That was a gamble I had to take. Knight of the Pills. Whenever you flip a lone multiplier, reactivate it. Yes. Sell that, get a 2. 3 columns have 1 Jerry. Each row has 1 Jerry. Okay. 1 Jerry adjacent to this card. Alright. Not what I was wanting to have happen. I'll be honest. Sticky pills, when you flip a multiplier, flip up adjacent multipliers. Flip a hint. And then a double reactivator. No Jerrys are adjacent, and there's no Jerrys in the corners. 1 row has no Jerrys in it. This is the bottom one. Yep, okay. Wah. So I can't be adjacent, which means that this is unlikely that this... Well... You got all the dollars. That was abysmal. Whenever you complete a column, flip a random random dollar. Sure. And we're gonna take that for all the hints. None of the Jerrys in this column. There's no Jerrys adjacent to this card. Why did that flip? Oh, because we completed the column. Okay. That should be just about all of them. Yeah. Sale. You purchase this, everything else goes on sale. Flip that. When you flip a Jerry, reactivate all adjacent cards. Whenever you flip a lonely dollar, reactivate it. Page of Pills, after flipping all dealt multiplier cards. Flip them again. No. There are no Jerrys adjacent to the eyes. There are 2 in this row. Okay. What do I do when I open the eye again? Oh, nothing. Oh, I know. Right. Well, I know where all the Jerrys are now. Brother, why would you... The reactivator gotta be in that spot. Flip all non-Jerry cards for heal for 1. Big comp for random dollar. Sticky pills. No. Take it to buy melon party. Next round. There's 0 Jerry's adjacent to this card. You have that one, which is good. Okay. 3 columns have 1 Jerry. There's probably 2 Jerrys here. Okay. 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 You have 1 more hand and 1 more pill. 0 Jerrys, and there's 2 Jerrys in the corner of the board. Well. Yeah. That was bad. Take what? Pill on the bottom and sell this flip all multipliers? Sure. I cannot afford it. Sell that. Buy this. Buy a pill. I cannot buy a pill. I only have 3 pills. Vertical integration. There's a Jerry in the corner, so I know that's not a Jerry. There are 3 Jerrys in that row. Okay. Well, that's all the money. That was not about a risk for reactivators. Happy hour. Stack cash. Melon party again. We make bank upgrade all face-up dollars. Could potentially do something. There's 0 Jerrys in this column. Big. Each row has a Jerry. Okay. There are more Jerrys to the right of this than the left of this. Let's get him. Well. That was everything. We full healed. Right-handed. When I flip and multiply on the right half, activate it again. Sure. Buy another dollar. There's 2 Jerrys in the corners. There's 2 Jerrys in this row. Well. That's a Jerry. Alright. So I know roughly where everything that is safe is. But that was not enough money. That was nowhere near enough money fast enough, actually. Okay. Okay. There are more Jerrys to the right than the left of this. There's 0 Jerrys adjacent to the eyes. Okay. We're getting there. Not very convincingly, but we're getting there. That would be terrible to pick that up. Start the round, get multiplied for each face-up card. Loop in, start the round. That might be my only way. Loop in. I'm not gonna need that anymore. Alright. Here we go. There are 2 Jerrys in this row, and there's 0 Jerrys in the corner. I was so close! Oh, we were figuring it out! Oh. Come on, you. Well, 4 columns have a Jerry. Bop. Bop. Alright. There's 0 Jerrys adjacent to the sides, and there's 1 Jerry in that row. Okay. Well, that's all the dollars that we're gonna get. God, I hate Jerry's. Queen of Pills. Flipping all multipliers reactivates them. Reroll. Pill dispenser. When the round begins, flip the multiplier. That's pretty okay. 1 Jerry in this column, and we have a mult. Well, that sucked. That sucked worse. There's 0 Jerrys in this row. 1 adjacent to the eyes. So it's that one. It's 1, 2, 3. And the last thing we have is a multiplier. Okay. Take another multiplier. There are more Jerrys to the right of this than the left of this. There's 1 adjacent to the eyes. Well, we found... yeah. Okay. It's 1 adjacent to this card. Unfortunate. We're not doing very good. Those who jump top of the hour all face up multiplier. 1 minute to the next activation. That's not bad. I'm just not happy about it. Did we hit it? Oh, I guess we did. Okay. There's 0 Jerrys adjacent to this. There are 4 columns to Jerry. One more. Oh! That sucked. That reactivates the whole row. That's actually not that bad. That's an infinite repeat. Take that, take that, take that. Okay. That's... Well, I know where there can't be Jerrys. Because this has to be a Jerry. Or that has to be a Jerry. Oh, come on! I had a safe bet that that wasn't going to be a Jerry. I don't even know what the strategy here is. Jerrys are everywhere. More Jerrys to the left of this than the right of this, which means this could be a Jerry. There's 0 Jerrys in this column. That's the Jerry. Alright, that was also a Jerry. That was also a Jerry. I'm fine with that. $39? Not bad. Ooh. When you complete a column, reactivate it. Yoink. That is going to be a huge benefit. We're going to take this card also. And hopefully repeat the whole row. Each row has at least 1 Jerry. Dollar. Repeat. Jerry. Dollar. Dollar. Jerry. Multiplier. It's 1 Jerry adjacent to this card. Okay. Oh, we're out of dollars, actually. That's a Jerry. Yeah, that checks out. Stocks. Whenever you complete a row, your perks gain 10 sell value. Flipping all dollars, reactivate them. Round begins. Get $1 for every face-up card. Okay, the top right to the right reactivator. There's 2 in this row. Well, that's very helpful. It's 1 adjacent to the eyes. That's probably one of them. Which means it's not the... Oh my god. Dollar, dollar. Jerry. Jerry. Okay, that means this row is completely safe. Which is unfortunate. I want more money. There's only one way I want to get that. That didn't count, right? Because the other Jerry was still face down. What is that? Whenever you play this, you get an upgrade? Yeah. I'll take that. There are 0 Jerrys in the corners. That's big. That's lame. One row has no Jerrys. I want to hope it's the biggest one. I was correct. Okay. Unfortunate. Well, that was all my dollars. Blink, when you flip the eye, reactivate it. Take another activator. Every $10, flip a random multiplier. That's lame. That. It's getting worse. That was a big hit. There are no Jerrys adjacent to each other. We have $1 and 2 reactivators. There's more Jerrys to the right of this than left of this. Oh! What were even the odds of that one? Why do you do this to me? I jared my mistake. No Jerry's adjacent to me. Okay. Well, that's safe. Yep. It's gonna go for max profit. $47. Sticky cash. You flip a dollar, flip up all other dollars. Buy 2, buy that. There's $0 adjacent to the eyes. There's 0 Jerrys adjacent to this card. Oh! Todd has favorites, and I just continue to not be one of them. It's honestly really unfortunate. One row has no Jerrys. It's not that one. It's not that one. No Jerrys are adjacent to each other. $40 on the dot. The letter T. Each perk that begins with the letter T. Sure. Roll once. Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. Sell that, pick up the 10. The 2. There are 0 Jerrys adjacent to this. I'm so tired of reactivator cards. There are an equal number of Jerrys to the left and right of this. Okay. That sucked. Why did I do that? That was like the only possible one that could have been a Jerry. There are 2 Jerrys in this row. $1. There are more Jerrys to the left of this than the right. Well, you was the Jerry. We did hit the 3 already. And we had to hit that just in case it was a Jerry, which it was. Pill bottle. When you sell this perk, flip all multipliers. When you sell this perk, pass the rightmost perk to the leftmost perk in the shop. God, that'd be so good. Get max multiplier. There's a Jerry in the corner. Well, I know where roughly one Jerry is. Large grouping of Jerry's is 2. Fair. Right-handed, flip and multiply on the right half of the board. Sure, take that into 10. Each row has a Jerry. For you, multiplier in the right half. Three columns have one Jerry. Alright, if that had been a Jerry, that would have been helpful. Nope. That can't be a Jerry. So your Jerry's adjacent to this card. Alright. 1 hour down. Doing bad. Complete a row. All your perks get 10 sell value. When your eye opens, flip adjacent dollars. Upgradable $2. Page of cash. Info desk. Flip a hint. Sure. Reroll again. Purchase this. Duplicate a random perk. 2 info desks. Page O pills. Alright. There's 0 Jerrys in this column. There's no Jerrys adjacent to each other. And there's 1 Jerry in the corner. Which means none of these can be a Jerry. Well, these can't be Jerrys either. That is also a Jerry. Alright, fair enough. Pretty good idea where the last Jerry is. Sale, when you purchase this, other things go on sale. When you sell, flip all hints. Now begins flip $1. Vertical debate, when you complete a column, upgrade all the dollars in it. Take a pill. Each row has a Jerry. There's exactly 1 Jerry adjacent to this, and 0 Jerrys are in the corners. Okay. That's a massive one. Okay. So that's Jerry, that's Jerry. One of you is a Jerry. Which means you... It's fine. Which means those can't be Jerry's. Penthouse office, the eye opens. Reactivate non-eye cards in the top row. That's not bad. Sell that. Buy the 2. Each row has 1 Jerry. The large grouping of Jerry's is 2. Complete the top row. Okay. Massive. Vertical feedback. When you finish a column, upgrade all... Okay. Each row has a Jerry. Which means this can't be a Jerry. That can't be a Jerry. That could be a Jerry. That wasn't a Jerry. That couldn't be a Jerry. We're gonna pass. Good thing I did. I was gonna guess wrong. Yes. On that one. Buying pills. Every 10 random molts. Corner office. The eye opens. Reactivate all cards in the corner. That's pretty crazy. Then we buy the last 3. Alright, this might be it. There's 0 Jerry's adjacent to this. There's 1 in each row. 1 in this column. Okay. That's a Jerry. There's 0 adjacent to it. That's all corners. That sucks. There's 1 in this column. Take that. Okay. Jerry could be anywhere. Oh yeah, I think that's a good place to stop hitting for Jerry's. Okay. Play conflict a random dollar. This eye opens flip adjacent hints. Sell info desk. Brevity for each card. 6. Nope, that ain't happening. Flip all hints. Stock up. Upgrade all face-up money cards. You roll again. No. Always be closed. When you purchase a perk, this gains sell value. Consultant. Sure, we'll take that one. One Jerry's in the corner. Well, we know where the Jerry is. There's one Jerry adjacent to the eyes. Okay. Operations. Flip any card, gain $1. 1, 2. I have no more information to go off of. We're just gonna have to stop. Stapler. You sell this. Attach the rightmost perk to the leftmost perk. There's one Jerry in the corner. Alright. There's no Jerrys adjacent to each other. That's good information. Big money. Each row has a Jerry. Alright. Can't be you. Oh! We did it! Stop. I believe, finally! What? Stop. What? There's more? Oh. Alright, well, if you do enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. I might come back and try this again later date, so see ya. Love ya! Bye!